What's going on, my people? This is Profe Gayu, and on today's interview, I got a special guest. He doesn't need a real introduction. We all know who he is. He is an entrepreneur, the creator of the Black Man Travel BMT YouTube channel, the creator of the Passport Bros app. He actually coined the term Passport Bros. So for those who don't know, all those journalists out there with CNN and all that, Austin Holloman, no, he coined the term. This is the guy that coined the term. He started the movement. Aaron.
What's good, man? What's good, bro?
Hey, brother, thanks for being on my channel, man. So you are one of the first interviews I have on the Global Footprint YouTube channel. And I will also have a snippet on this on my Profe Gayu channel for those folks who may not be on that new channel, but you'll be on that channel. That way you'll know more about this brother. So he's been all over the internet, been on a lot of different channels, but I feel like folks don't really ask him the questions that a lot of us in the audience that normally watches his channel or normally watches these other travel channels in the YouTube space. A lot of folks aren't getting the real information from his brother. So I want to use this interview to get that information from him. So, Aaron, tell me, man, how did you get to this path? Like, tell me the man behind BMT, the man behind the Passport Bros. What got you from being in the States to actually deciding to be traveling full time and to do what you're doing?
That's a great question, man. Philando Castile, you remember him?
Philando Castile, nah.
Okay, so that was the brother that got shot.
Yes, in Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. He got pulled over. You know, he had a gun on his, I think he hip or something, but he wasn't pulling it.
Nah.
And the cop shot him and got off.
Legal gun.
Right. At that point, I started like really just saying like, oh, this ain't the place to be.
Yeah.
You know, we've been through so much, and I'm not saying that everybody need to leave America. I'm just saying that I saw it in that I'm like, okay, I don't like the direction the country's going in right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I started being frustrated, but I started looking for solutions. Because what I saw was it was a lot of guys on the internet within the Black manosphere, and they was making, they were stating the issues, but they wasn't coming with out any solutions.
Yeah.
So I started looking around, and I came up on a Facebook group.
Okay.
The Facebook group was called the Black Man's Option.
Yeah.
Right, the Black Man's Option, and then not only the Black Man's Option, I started kind of going through and seeing brothers traveling the world. I'm like, okay, brothers traveling the world, that's dope. They were showing receipts.
What year was this?
This might have been 2016.
Okay.
2016, 2017, right around that frame. And then I saw a movie called Frustrated. By Al Grease.
Classic.
So the movie Frustrated, shout out to Al Grease, the Godfather. I call him the Godfather, of the whole thing.
He is.
And between the movie and Charles Tyler's Facebook group, I was kind of putting two and two together.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let me see what this about.
Okay.
So I had booked a trip to Brazil.
Okay.
And after I left Brazil, I was so excited that I started a blog called Black Man Travels.
Okay.
And then that's where it all kind of just fell into place after that.
So it was because of Brazil you started your channel?
Right.
I thought it was because of DR.
No, I first went to Brazil first.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I went to Rio first in 2017 in June for my birthday.
Okay.
Right around my birthday,
Yeah. Okay. I'm learning where you are.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah, because I actually started following you when you were doing your vlogs in Colombia or about Colombia. That's why I really caught you. That's before you went to Brazil full time. Yeah. Cool. So I guess it's the Black Man's Option Facebook group that got you into traveling.
Right.
So before that, have you traveled abroad before?
Yeah, I went to Jamaica with my girl, but I don't really count that.
Don't count.
Yeah. That was like a 2003 or something like that.
Yeah, that shit don't count. That's a vacation on a resort or something?
Yeah, that was on a resort.
Cruise.
Yeah. So I don't count that. So I would say Rio was definitely like my first time traveling overseas.
So let me ask you this, why did you create a YouTube channel? Because I understand the experience of traveling, but why start the channel?
All right, so the YouTube channel was started because I wanted to get people to read my blog. It all started, so this is how it really went.
Okay.
It went from the blog. Of course, you start a blog, a website with a blog, right?
Yeah, blogging is tough.
Yeah, nobody really goes read it.
Nah.
So I started sharing it in the group. And then I guess some of the admins of the group felt a certain type of way for whatever reason. So I was like, all right, let me start my own Facebook group, right?
Okay.
Black Man Travels. Then I said, how do I get people to my Facebook group?
Yeah.
I said, oh, YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all kind of connected, you know, from the blog to the Facebook group to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So now, what brought you? I know you went to you saw a frustrated Black Man's Option Facebook group, so that got you to Brazil.
Right.
But what got you to DR and Colombia?
Okay, so the guy I met in Rio, brother I met, he told me about the DR.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, DR? I'm like, okay, you know, I know a few Dominicans back home, but you know, it was nothing. So I ended up taking his advice and visiting the DR.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this shit is kind of dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's what led me, meeting the guy in Rio, led me to the DR.
So, but you didn't just come here one time during that time frame. You were coming here quite a few times in that time frame.
Yeah,
right?
I called myself having like a little, you know, girlfriend and stuff.
Okay.
You know, I was just going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Good. All right.
Keep coming in closer and closer. I'm gonna DDT him.
All right.
Okay. So, I think he must work here or something. Okay.
So, what was it like? Because I know we're not just talking about travel at this point. You actually, post-pandemic, spent significant time in Colombia, in Brazil, and later to Thailand. So, why did you choose to do that? Why did you choose to, hey, I'm going to leave and do this full time?
Why did I choose to leave America, or why I choose to move around?
Why did you choose the both? Why did you choose to leave the U.S.? You kind of answered it already, but why did you choose to like do the moving around and not just move permanently to one spot? Like folks move and they'll be like, you know what? I'm making a move to the DR. And you move to DR.
You know, that's funny, man. Shout out to my man Travelversity.
Okay. I know him.
Yeah, Travelversity.
Not personally, but I know him.
Every time he went to the country, he'd hit me up, and he's like one of the best salesmen you'll ever meet in your life.
Okay.
He's that homeboy that call you, man, this, that, Brazil lit, Brazil this, Brazil that, Thailand this, Thailand that. And I'm like, word, I'm on the way. And that's what really got me, you know, started moving around. It was like he was going somewhere, and I was like, you know, he was giving me the boots on the ground.
Gotcha.
And I was like, all right, I believe you, so let me go out here and check it out.
Yeah.
And that's what got me to Brazil. That's what got me to Thailand.
But you didn't go to there for like 2 weeks. You stayed. I know your first stint. Correct me if I'm wrong. You were there for like 6 months. Is that right? In Colombia?
I was in Colombia for
9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9
You
months.
there for a long time. So, but why the long term?
Girlfriends and friends.
Okay.
And throwing parties and just like each city I went to, I formed a little, I don't know how you say, like an expat family.
Okay, gotcha.
I formed like a little expat family with locals and foreigners, other Americans.
Okay.
So like in Colombia, you know, I was hanging with a lot of brothers. We was living the life, man. We was having so much fun.
Yeah.
That's when it was somewhat safer, I guess, because of COVID. I don't know.
Yeah. You were hanging out a lot of hostels at that time too.
Shout out to the hostel. Yeah.
I remember that.
The hostel game was like on point. It was on point.
That was the only place you can go to have parties and stuff during the pandemic.
Right, and it's safer.
Yeah.
It's safer. You know what I'm saying? It's safer.
Yeah.
This rain came out of nowhere.
Hell yeah. Just so you all know, we're here in Zona Colonial here in Santodomingo, and it's raining hard, but we still making it do what we do.
That's facts. You got to step in for a second though.
So what do you like most? I'm gonna break down specifically, focus on DR, Colombia, Brazil, and Thailand. So starting with DR, what did you like most about DR, and which area did you like most?
Honestly speaking, I like San Domingo the most.
Okay, me too.
I love San Domingo.
Yeah.
The people are real chill here.
Yeah.
I get to blend in.
Yeah.
People maybe assume I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So you open your mouth.
Right, of course, open my mouth. But I just like the fact that I get a chance to blend in.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, some people know I'm American, of course.
Yeah, of course, we dress a little different.
Yeah, we dress a little different, but
we walk a little different too.
And we walk a little different. We're a little bigger.
Yeah.
But everything here is like, I feel very welcome here.
Yeah.
You know, it's safe to me.
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah, relatively it's safe. You know, I know they'll book you in some of the bad neighborhoods, but you know,
everywhere.
It's pretty chill. So that's what I like about the DR. I like Dominican women too. You know what I mean? I like Latino women.
Yeah.
Moving on to Colombia, I love the Colombian people.
Yeah.
I love the climate. I love the weather.
Yeah.
I love the infrastructure.
Specifically where? Specifically
Medellin.
where? Okay.
You know, I fell in love with Medellin. I never thought I was gonna leave Medellin. I fell so much in love with Medellin.
Yeah, you were there for a long time, man.
Yeah, like Medellin, I mean, it's a city with the most beautiful women in the world. I mean, they got beautiful women here too. But
got beautiful women everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah, but Medellin is like, it's just something else.
Gotcha.
It's the women, it's the culture, it's everything. It's like being in Manhattan in the 80s or something. Like with that futuristic feel to it. The skyline, the views, you know, it's a little dangerous, but that's what I liked about, not dangerous, but I liked about Medellin.
Yeah. And let's move on to Brazil.
All right, so Brazil, see, the funny thing about Brazil was, I went through like a honeymoon phase in Brazil.
Yeah.
It was real fun, but I didn't feel as welcome in, I guess, some of the ritzy areas, like Barra da Tijuca and everything. It was cool.
I like it over there.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it's snobbish.
Right.
A lot of like white Brazilians.
Right.
A lot of Brazilians with money.
Right.
It's pretty snobbish over there. But I like it's safer over there.
It's safer. But I just felt like it was certain times where people would jump me in line, and I might say something like, "Oh, he's American." It's like that type stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've had that experience.
Yeah, but when I went to the favela, I felt more like welcomed in. Like you know, like okay, I'm amongst the more like the black Afro-Brazilians.
Yeah. I've never been to favela, but well, I want to come back to that. Let's move on. But I want to come back to the whole favela and Brazil thing, 'cause I feel like that's really interesting.
Right.
So what about Thailand?
Thailand has a real big black community. Okay. In Pattaya and Bangkok. Yeah. And we all get along very well, despite some little drama here and there. Yeah. It's like a family there. Like that's like where I got the most family vibe is in Thailand. We play basketball every day. Yeah. You know, we hang out, we go party together. The Thai people are real cool and laid back. It's very, very safe out there. Okay. And the cost of living is dope. So that's why I love Thailand. The cost of living is probably better than any place I've ever lived. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like, in Thailand, they got some little expensive apartments, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you'll get a sea view for like little to nothing out there. Okay. That's what I like about Thailand. I like the fact that you can live a life of luxury for a very little amount of money. Okay, so out of those 4 countries, or those 4 cities, I should say, which is the most expensive? Because you say Thailand is cheaper, but what's the most expensive? I might say Santo Domingo. Most expensive. I agree. Santo Domingo. I haven't been to Thailand, but I've been to the other 3. Yeah. I agree. Santo Domingo is expensive, man. The rent is expensive. The food is expensive. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. Now, people assume like that. Okay, you know, it's not as expensive, but it's expensive out here. Hell yeah, it is. It is. So, just building on that, if you had to choose right now, which country would you make the sacrifice and go through the rigorous visa process and make that country your permanent home? It'd be between Santo Domingo and Thailand. Ooh. Yeah. Santo Domingo and Thailand. Yeah. Santo Domingo and Bangkok or Pattaya. Yeah, one of those 2. You know what? Just a pause right here. We're in Santo Domingo right now, so he's not saying this because he's talking to me, right? I'm a fan of Santo Domingo, but I keep it real. It has its ups and downs. But he said Santo Domingo. No one talks. I've never heard anyone speak so positively in favor of Santo Domingo as I'm hearing right now. So this is a shock to me. Right. This is a shock to me. Well, I like Santo Domingo because of the location. Okay. I can fly. Very important. Yeah. Very important. Yeah. Go ahead. Keep going on that. Yeah. So I can go to Medellin for $300. I can go to Rio for like $500, $600 maybe. Cheaper. Yeah, it's just cheaper.
Out of jet, you can do it for cheaper.
Right. This is a great international airport to be in.
Yeah.
And so for a guy like me that like to move every 6-7 months, I like this to be my base.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, it's a little expensive, but it's cool, laid back. Yeah. I can go different spots on the island. You know, if I want to go to puertoplata, I can hop on a bus and hit puertoplata. Yeah. I go to Santiago. And the women are chill here. Yeah. You ain't got to worry about so much the drugging like you do in Medellin. Yeah. The feminism is not like super heavy here like it is in Rio. Yeah. So to me, like I find amazingly priced tickets coming out of Santodomingo. When I'm going to South America, even if I'm going to Asia, I found a ticket one time going to Cambodia for like $400 from Santodomingo. I actually got a first business class. Business class I bought for $370 from Mexico City with a layover in Panama City with to Santo Domingo going with Copa. $370 business class. So yes, you can really do it for cheap here in Santo Domingo. And I would say I would throw in Puntacana as well, because Punta Cana is a bigger airport than the Santo Domingo airport, but it has all of the same connections, you know, across the world. So I agree. This is a very central place between North America and South America, and at the same time going to Europe. Very strategic. Yeah. Like I say, you position right below the States. Yeah. Right, somewhere like in between the state, North America, South America. Yeah. And it's really easy to like fly up through New York out of here. Hell yeah. And then fly to Kenya or something like this. Is a great location to be in. Really like I say, Santo Domingo, despite it being a tad bit expensive, it's really chill. Yeah, it is. It's really chill. It is. Like, really chill. It's the capital. You can get it all right here. Yep. Yeah, we really can. And they got some, as far as dating wise, I feel like they got some solid women here. You know what I mean? Like, they come with the game a little bit, but I feel like you find something solid here. Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, it being a capital, you can find people with all types of backgrounds, education, no education, money, no money, well-traveled, not well-traveled. I'm talking Dominicans. So you can really find all that here. As to where you go to a smaller city, I feel like outside of Santiago, it's really not that much diversity as far as it goes. So now I'm gonna jump into some questions, man. These are gonna be more like random questions. Okay. I wanna like really like peel the orange. Okay. And really get a lot more information out of you. So first I'm gonna ask you this. We talked about this before last time we talked. Why do you find it useful to have a bank account in every country you spend a significant amount of time in? So I think it's cool. That's something I would do, but I want you to explain it to the audience. It's just convenience. Yeah, just convenience. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Yeah. But why is it convenient? Because they hit you with what, like 1% on transactions here for American bank accounts. Foreign transaction fees. Yeah. Depends on the card. Some will do 1%. I've seen 2%. I've seen 3%. I feel like 3% is the more of the standard. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's like the main. That's the real thing. Like, America knows about. They report us to all the countries. So it's like, hell yeah. Yeah. So it's like, it's just convenience. That's the main thing. And then build a relationship with that bank just in case you might want to one day get some form of financing. Smart. This dude be thinking. I like that. That's why I asked that question, because I think I don't hear people talking about that. And because you travel to many different countries, you got your foot in many different places, a real global footprint, the name of the channel, subscribe. You can really have an advantage in doing that. Yep. But at this point, the only country you spend a significant amount of time in that you don't have a bank account in is? Probably here. Here. Gotcha. So now, I ask every expat this question. I asked you before off camera, but now I'm going to ask you on camera. So, as an expat or frequent traveler, which is who you are, because it's very different when you live abroad. So that's why I actually asked this question. How do you spend your money? How do I spend my money?
Yeah, I guess because we just talk about foreign transaction fees. You know, you have a bank account here to use your, I guess, that account to avoid the fees. So, and that, I guess to go deeper, how do you generally spend your money moving between these different countries?
Well, you know, if you live overseas, you should always have like a little extra. You know, some, just in case something happened, have proper insurance. But even with some of the great insurance, they still might want some money from you. So I think that's important to have some stowaway money, good insurance, and just, shopping normally. You don't got to ball out, every weekend.
So right now we in Pacos. So how would you pay for your beer here?
Oh, just cash, basically.
Cash?
Yeah, cash.
All right. You wouldn't use your card. So how do you move money from the U.S. to your bank account in Colombia, or bank account, if you have one here, or your bank account in Thailand and so forth?
Oh, it's just, you can file any type of exchanges, you know what I'm saying? Any type of exchanges.
So you work with cash, mainly?
Yeah.
And you will like use the ATM and then take money out and then exchange your money to the local currency.
Right.
Or when you take out an ATM, you already have the foreign currency. Okay. Is that convenient for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's normal. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, like you can't pull out USD, so.
Well, you'd be surprised. You can here. Okay. For big purchases, you can here. Okay. And but that's another video. Right. But I'll talk to you about that offline. Okay. But all right, cool. So, what would you say to a single man, especially a single black man, who is thinking about relocating to Dominican Republic, Brazil, Colombia, or Thailand?
A single black man? Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
How so?
Just don't be in a hurry so much. I mean, everybody go through it. They fall in love with the first little foreign chick they date, but I mean, the game's still the game. It's better overseas than it is in the States for sure. But you just want to make sure you kind of find out the person that you think you're gonna be the rest of your life with. Like, just make sure that she got your best interest at hand too. That's all. Don't fall in love so quickly.
What about for those black men who aren't looking to fall in love?
Oh, have fun.
But they're looking to move abroad.
Oh, just have fun, bro. Don't take nothing too serious. Be not open-minded. I think if you're far with me, you can be a little bit more honest. Okay. About your intentions. Yeah. Because a lot of them will be like, okay, that's fine. You might not love me, but if you're willing to pay me certain such to take care of me monthly, then I deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So
he's not lying.
Right. So it's like, you gotta do what works for you. Because I know guys that's been married 20, 30 years. They're like, I'm good on that. I don't want to ever be married again. Their kids grown. I get it.
I understand.
But then you got older guys who maybe never been married, or they still kind of looking for love even in their older age. So I understand that part too. It's all about what you're looking for.
Yeah. All right. So what do you recommend for people on how to deal with medical insurance or seeking medical attention while doing the full-time travel like you? So I understand if you live a move abroad, you're going to probably get in a specific country, you're going to get health insurance in that country. But if you're moving around full-time like you, how do you recommend that person move forward with health insurance and getting medical attention?
I think they have like certain expat insurances that you're insured everywhere but America. Okay. So I've seen that, I think you just get a good expat insurance, and then if you plan on being somewhere more than 6 months, find like the local insurance there too. Okay. Find some good local insurance. And you can also take it a step further, because if you're one of them guys that might not be in the best health, or you like to do extreme sports, I would say get you a private doctor. You know what I'm saying? Get you a private doctor in whatever country. So you can kind of go through the doctor. For instance, I had a friend who had, I think he had like a mild stroke or something like that. Yeah. And the hospital was going to, take advantage of it. The Brazilian hospital was going to take advantage. But he had a private doctor that spoke English. Yeah. And he was able to get all the services he needed and they just kind of put it on the doctor's account.
Okay.
Because he has a relationship with the doctor. The doctor knows him, so he knows he's going to pay the doctor.
Yeah.
So you can do stuff like that too.
Okay.
Kind of go through the doctor to get emergency services, because you have that relationship with that doctor. So.
And I want to add on, he said that if you're going to stay 6 months in the country, you should get health insurance within that country.
Right.
I agree, because for a lot of countries, it actually takes 3 to 6 months to actually kick in. I've even seen a year, depending on the plan, to actually kick in. So you got to be there for a while to actually get that to work for you. All right, so what has been your challenges in getting medical care since you've been abroad?
I haven't had any.
Any?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had any issues with medical care.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, let me ask you this. So I know that you have a level of Spanish and Portuguese speaking ability. How would you recommend folks out there who are looking to move to DR or Colombia or Brazil, and they want to get like fast track on really getting a hold of the language before they make that move?
Well, let me be clear. I don't speak these languages fluently.
You know a little bit.
I know how to get around.
Yeah.
But I think finding a tutor would be the best bet.
Okay.
Online I got a lot of resources too.
Yes.
But I always try to get a little tutor for a couple of months, kind of get a little base language. And you got to study, man. You got to really apply yourself.
Yeah.
Usually take, in most cases that I've seen, the average take about 2-3 years.
Okay.
But I think you can get a hold of something around within 6 months or so. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
There's women everywhere walking by. So.
All right. So this is my second to last question before I go back to one of the things we already mentioned. So after living and being a full-time traveler for so long, would you ever move back to the States?
I don't want to move back to the States. If I had to, I would, but I don't know. No, I mean, if I stay in Florida or something, maybe, but nah, not for the most part. Probably not. I don't like the United States, man. And a lot of even Dominican would be asking me that, like, why don't you go back to America? I just be like, I don't like America like that.
Yeah, I feel you. So, it's the last question. So you've done lots of videos on covering various topics with all these different countries, dating, food, place to go, current events. I mean, you do it all, really. So if you had to go and do this whole journey all over again, how would you do it differently?
Man, I would have took advantage of the COVID crisis and probably got a property.
Okay.
That's the only thing I would have. I probably would have, because I know guys that took advantage of it and they put like 30, 40, 50,000 and they own a property in Medellin or something like that, and they making bank off Airbnb right now. So that's the only thing I would have changed. That's it. Yeah, and nothing else. I like the journey that I'm on. I've been very blessed. To be able to just soak in all these different cultures. I'm blessed to be a passport bro.
Yeah. Huh? You hear that? He's blessed to be a passport bro. All right. The term he coined, once again, he coined that term. Aaron from BMT coined the term passport bro. Right? So and let's add that. What is a passport bro? Explain to the audience.
Well, my definition of a passport bro.
I mean, you coined the term, so it is the definition of passport bro.
Oh, there you go. Because there's a lot of representations there, so there's a lot of misrepresentations.
Yeah.
But the definition of a passport bro is a man looking to leverage his American dollars overseas, to be able to afford a better lifestyle, and also in search of more traditional women dating. Okay. That's what the definition of a passport bro is.
Okay. So good.
Family, helping the local people, learn different languages, soaking in the culture, investing foreign, and just helping out other brothers, man. That's the definition of a passport bro. Helping out the people, doing food drives, all that good stuff. Everything positive.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Aaron, BMT, Black Man's Travel. Plug everything you got going on, man. I can't even.
Man.
You got a lot going on, dude.
You can join the Facebook group, Passport Bros is the original Facebook group, the very first Facebook group where it all began. Passport Bros, and also download the Passport Bros app, man. That's the biggest thing. That's not. It's our own platform.
It is.
It was very important for us to house our own community because they took us off Facebook for a while. So it's important that we have our own community. They took Black Men Travel off. They let Passport Bros rock the whole time. But, I saw that early on that people weren't comfortable with, our ideology. So that's why I said, you know what, the guys requested our own community. And that's when we came out with the Passport Bros app. So download the Passport Bros app. That's it.
And I'm gonna tell you this: there's a lot of Passport Bros, a lot of brothers who are traveling. They're doing a lot of great work abroad. You may not see that in the media. You may not see that in a lot of different social media platforms in which Black men or Passport Bros who are traveling. You may not see that portrayal there, but a lot of big things are being done. I'm talking about businesses. I'm talking about developing communities. I'm talking about education, mentorship, everything we would want out of a community. A lot of brothers who are traveling are doing it. And it doesn't get that exposure. A lot of the negative, crazy stuff gets exposure, but that doesn't. But it's happening. I'm a product of it. He's a product of it, and we're making it happen.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's all you got. Hey, make sure you subscribe to his channel, BMT, Black Man's Travel. Subscribe to my channel, Republicadominicana, and make sure in this video hit like and subscribe here on the Global Footprint. Peace.
We're Black, like we just come from Stanford or some shit, like you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit is cool, bro. Like it's not, it's not Medellin, nothing like that.
Nah.
The infrastructure is a little not the best, but
it's not. It's a poor country.
Yeah, but it's still cool, bro. It's still cool. I enjoy it. And I love the women here. I love their little attitudes and all.
Yeah, man.
I've always liked Dominican women.
Yeah, man. And
I don't like a woman I can like. I don't like passive aggressive women. I like women that just tell me, hey, I'm pissed off at your ass right now.
Dominicans will do that. They'll do that.
Asian women are a little bit more passive aggressive. They won't say nothing, but man, they can cut too.
Yeah, but Dominicans are definitely more hot-headed, man. They'll let you know.
I feel like being from Atlanta, this is kind of like more my flavor.
Yeah.
Like I said, Medellin just got a little too sketchy. It's still my city though. I still like going out there.
Yeah.
I find myself wanting to live here and visit Medellin.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like this place is my base. Because if I actually had to be somewhere for a longer period of time, it'd be here.
It's cool, bro. Like, I enjoy it.
Now, let me ask you this, man. At some point, man, you gotta settle down, man. At some point, you gotta call somewhere at home.
What I've been trying to do, bro, is I've been trying to find a woman with a decent passport so we can travel together type shit.
Ah.
I've had relationships in the past. For instance, I was with a girl in Colombia, love her to death.
That's
no
smart,
kids,
man.
Beautiful. But she just went on traveling, so she was just like, look, I don't have a passport. Just little stuff like that. I'd be like, man, I don't know how long we can really.
Yeah.
Like I travel, like I don't like being nowhere more than 6 months.
Hey, and I'll tell you this, that's a great point. I have not heard anyone mention that. Oh, yeah. And for me, that's sort of an issue I have with my wife where we are limited. We're not extremely limited in our travel options because we travel a lot, but we are limited.
Right.
But the reason why we moved to Mexico is because in Mexico, she can apply for her Mexican citizenship after 2 years.
Oh, nice.
The Mexican passport is almost just as good as a U.S. passport. I mean, you can pretty much go anywhere in the world with that Mexican passport. So that was strategically for that reason and for small business reasons we moved to Mexico. So yeah, that's a good point, man. Dominican passport, you have options, but not the same amount of options you'll have with a Colombian passport or a Brazilian passport.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Like, one of my guys I play basketball with,
yeah,
he brought a Colombian to Thailand, right?
Yeah.
And I think they're still over there in Southeast Asia. She loved it so much.
Yeah.
So my plan was kind of like similar. I wanted to get like a Latina,
Yeah.
kind of take it around the world type shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Chiapas.
Yeah, that was my little plan. Though.
Okay. I'm gonna get the little segment here. So we're here near the Conde in Santo Domingo, Zona Colonial. Probably the most touristic area of Santo Domingo. There it is.